Hi, everybody. I'm Bianca Della Garza, and you have to check out Gene Valentino's Grassroots Truthscast podcast. I was a guest. He has the best guests always. Check him out.
I hear every day about the products you all wish MyPillow carried. Well, guess what? We probably do. Slippers, bathrobes, pet beds, blankets, mattresses, sleepwear, loungewear, duvets, comforters, pot holders, aprons, oven mitts, and so much more. And they're all on sale. For example, get our best-selling standard MyPillows for only $14.98. Body pillows, $29.98. Six-piece bath towels or kitchen towel sets, just $29.98. Multi-use MyPillow 2.0s with pillowcase, $9.98. Save $40 on our Spring Percale and Giza Dream bedsheet sets. Any size, any color, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save up to 80% on all MyPillow products. And I've never done this before. When you spend $100 or more, you're going to get 2 standard MyPillows absolutely free.
What a great intro for a big fighter as well. The two guys in the ring that are going to shake it all up this morning, Gene Valentino and Michael Paul. Good morning.
Yeah, and a very good morning. But before we get started, we have to win again.
We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more. We're going to win more.
We have to win more. That's what President Trump said on the campaign stump. I love that. I can't play that enough, Gene.
Michael, Ted, I can't take it anymore. We got to stop the winning.
We have to stop, at least take a break for the weekend. I mean, it's so much I don't know what to do. But in any case, Donald Trump is winning. Now, we see that the left wing of this country, the sort of radicals on the left, they have really taken to the court system because there's two things really that we could talk about today. First of all, Schumer capitulated yesterday. He decided that he didn't want to fight this. You know what? I'll tell you why he did what he did. I'm going to tell you why. Congressman Ezel told me back when they were thinking about doing a shutdown back, what was it, September, I think? He said, Michael, this was privately, he told me this, but he said it publicly. He said, Michael, we don't want to let Joe Biden be in charge because the president has so much power. When you shut the government down, he decides everything. And we don't want to give him that power. And I think Chuck Schumer realized that. And he said, you know what? We better not shut the government down because if we do, Donald Trump will be up to hanky-panky. And he would be out there doing stuff that they didn't like. So
and
that's
you know
who
does not understand that, Michael, is AOC. AOC is turning around and now in the news just this morning coming out against Chuck Schumer aggressively. The division within the Democrat Party is showing itself, and the geometric fissures that are occurring between different fronts within the Democrat Party is what we've talked about dozens of times over the last 4 years, and that's the complete meltdown of this Democrat Party. It ain't the party of your mommy and my daddy from a generation ago. No, sir. This is a complete breakup of Democrat influence within the party. It has done nothing but cause Donald Trump to win. And he has masterfully kept everything together. And he's basically flipping the world on its head, is the expression I've heard in the news, meaning whether it's domestic or foreign, he has completely turned everybody upside down. There is no question, and no one should argue the point, that Donald Trump does not have a grip on the issues, both domestic and abroad. I think we're in for a game changer the next 3.5 years. I think whether he figures out how to run for another term, he's got J.D. Vance is a good number one right behind him. And I got to tell you, I have never been happier. People are upset about the marketplace. Our investments are down too, because of this transition. You go out and build a house, and I know you have built a house. You're going out to the bank, you're borrowing money, you're going to start constructing a home. You haven't seen your profit on the home yet because you haven't sold it yet. And that's where we are in the economy as well. Sit tight, stay optimistic, give it 6 months. I am really excited about where this nation's going.
You know, back to Chuck Schumer for just 1 minute. I'd like to point this out about him. I dislike Chuck Schumer. I don't care for his politics. I think he's really far to the left. But one thing you cannot deny is that Chuck Schumer is a strategic thinker. And you brought up AOC. She is not. She is not a strategic thinker. And AOC, this is well known in the circles that she's looking to run against him. Now, you have to be, 35 to run against, you have to be 35 years old to be a senator.
Yeah.
So I think she's just biding her time, and she's sort of singling him out because she's trying to make people on the left think that she's the one that should replace him without saying it, is I guess my point.
If the left thinks that AOC is an option to replace Chuck Schumer, I couldn't be happier about a landslide win midterms for the Republicans in this upcoming midterm election. And we do need a supermajority in the House and the Senate for what is often forgotten about. The real solution to these problems we whine about every week. The Velvet Hammer is speaking now, except he's using a pretty sharp machete when he says it. We need one or two new amendments to the United States Constitution that put in force penalties for the wrongdoing they've gotten away with. The very people, whether it's AOC on the youthful side or Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, and Maxine Waters on the older side, these people have perverted the United States Congress for self-gain financially in the way these allocations of monies occur, not only through USAID, but through any of the other allocations going out. They're right on the verge of opening Pandora's box, which is why they hate Elon Musk so much, Michael. He's opening the box that shows the complete perversion of U.S. tax dollars that you and I are paying, going directly into their pockets. This is obscene. It's being done through NGOs, non-government organizations, not-for-profits, 501c4, C5, and C6s, that take not only domestic money, but foreign money, which is illegal, and put it back into the campaigns of the chosen Democrat liberal left that the George Soroses of the world are promulgating to put into office to fight the Donald Trumps of the world. We are on the cusp of opening that can of worms, and a constitutional amendment is needed to punish. We got 27 amendments to the Constitution. All of them deal with rights, privileges, entitlements. None of them deal with penalties. What is the penalty to any elected official or his staff in using the weight and force of their office for self-gain? There is none. And we need them in place to put them in jail, penalize them both criminally and civilly. This is where the constitutional amendments need to go. Mark my word, this is the last rung. And it would make the amount of time the Supreme Court spends hearing these appeals much less, and allows them, the Supreme Court that is, to get back to work on the issues of the day and other judicial matters. We have spent too much time just in the court system alone, our last rung of the three-rung stool, in using this portion of our government to defend the constitutional republic that the Constitution and the 27 amendments from there are supporting. We are in a transitional period, and Donald Trump has moved a mountain literally overnight, and it's happening. We joke about winning, and yes, he has. We are winning, but it's a very smart electorate. The electorate, the people voting, now see through the antics. A little slower and longer. It took longer in time than I appreciate, but at least it's happening. And I'm glad
Yeah.
it's happening. And I think we are on a bright future going forward at least another decade. If Donald Trump doesn't take another term after that, he has put a legion of people around him in place to carry the water for the future protections of this nation.
You know, he's putting a lot of younger people in these positions, and these people are getting the experience and they're getting the TV time, you know, that people are starting to get to know them, like J.D. Vance, for example.
Perfect example.
And he's in a perfect position to be president in the next term. And I think he's as smart as a whip, probably be a great president. But I want to go back to where we started from. And the reason why I do is because I want to make sure I point this out. Inflation is down. Egg prices are down. Gasoline is down. Gasoline is where it was when Donald Trump left office. This is what we expected to see from Donald Trump, and it's starting to happen as we speak. Now, he said day one, he would start to reduce the prices. He has, folks. The prices are coming down. Egg prices are lower now than they were when he came in office. The reason why the egg prices were so high, because the Biden administration killed off hundreds of thousands of lay kids. And so things are starting to happen. Now, the other thing that I'd like to point out is that you mentioned that we need people to pay the price for taking government money, taxpayer money, sending it to NGOs. It ends up in the hands of people like Soros and others. They turn that money around and they head it back to politicians in Washington. And look, don't be surprised if you see Republicans caught up in this. I'm just telling you, this is a money gravy train, and we might see this happen. So don't be surprised. But look, you know what my daddy always said? Let the hair go with the hide. You know,
that's right.
It's just got to happen. We got to clean up the corruption. And I hear all of these people, I'm on X and Facebook. Every day I'm on those things, looking at them, seeing what people are saying. And everybody seems to be raising so much hell that they hadn't seen somebody perp walked yet.
Yeah.
But takes time, folks. I've been in law enforcement. I'm telling you, it takes time to get a case against people so that it's airtight, so that when you present it, it takes time to call grand juries. It takes time to present this information to grand juries. It takes time to get things where you can actually charge someone. And then you got court that you have to deal with after that. It takes months, if not years, to get these people that have done these things to be perp walked and put in jail. That's where the price will be paid for what they've been doing to our country. And we all want to see it, but it's not going to happen overnight.
Well, that's true. Well, things are happening overnight under Donald Trump, and we are seeing a massive transformation. I got to introduce a friend of mine. This is a book I'm reading. It's entitled Arabella by Scott Walter. Folks, if you can look it up, you'll find it on Amazon, Books A Million, and some of the other Barnes and Noble outlets. Go by and read Arabella by Scott Walter, the dark money network of leftist billionaires secretly transforming America. Now, this has been going on for decades under the facilitation of another corrupt principal. The guy in the center of the book here, if you're on Zoom with us, you'll see it on my podcast, GeneValentino.com, is George Soros, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, just to name three. He ran out of space on the cover of his book, and there's actually another 20 that have been corrupting this nation. But there have been the sheer quantity of money that has flowed through Arabella's channels is staggering. In the 2020 election cycle, Arabella's nonprofits took in, catch this, $2.4 billion, more than the fundraising of the Democrat and Republican National Committees combined. And in the 2022 election, Arabella's fundraising rose to $3 billion. The rest of the book which I've gone into in details, describes how the 100% of the money has gone into Democrat candidates on just the Democrat side, supporting liberal left extremes within the Department of Justice, ergo Letitia James, Jack Smith, and I could continue, and then in candidates like AOC on the House side. These people have been caught with their pants down, and they must be removed from office because of the perversion of their wrongdoing affecting government.
Yeah. Hey, Gene, thanks for joining us, man. That was great stuff there. Arabella by Scott Walter. Walter. All right. We'll see you next week.
See you soon, buddy.
Throughout history, the spirit of patriotism has prevailed. The battles may have changed, but the values remain the same. Today, in 2024, we find ourselves at a pivotal moment where the call for unity, freedom, and a better future echoes louder than ever. For more than 10 years, Patriot Mobile has been committed to supporting the values that make our nation great. With affordable plans and reliable nationwide coverage, Patriot Mobile is not just a wireless service. It's a call to action for those who believe in the American dream. Because this year is not just any year, it's the most important year since our nation's founding. Choose a wireless carrier that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.